Ciao ragazzi. Hello everybody. It's Wednesday, May 26, 2021. Some good times in the Milan world. Milan finally have made the Champions League just 3 days ago. What a game that was. We decided to come out with a nice little end of season review podcast and talk about, Milan Twitter's hot right now. Honestly, it's crazy. Our account's going crazy with Donnarumma and all this other stuff going on, and mercato stuff's going to come up now. Everybody's going to tune into Gianluca Di Marzio's mercato show every night. So we're missing a couple guys. We're missing Mike and Marco today, but I'm here with TMG Umbi. Umbi, what's going on, man?
What's up, guys? What's up, TMG Luca?
Let's go. Let's get right into it. Honestly, I'd say, coming into the Atalanta game, I'd say, we did polls on Twitter. Are Milan going to make the Champions League? And about 68% said no way. We're beating Atalanta, and then 32% said yes. You know what? I was one of the ones who said no. I mean, I think Umbi would probably be on the same boat as me. Like, I thought we had zero chance.
Yeah, I said, what did I say? That I predicted they'd get 14 points in the last 14 games or something.
Yeah. The TMG guys did a little thing for the last 11 matches of the season. We kind of predicted the result on each and how many points we'd get out of I think it was 33 available points. So we all did horribly. And yeah, so I think I got 3. I don't know. I got 4 out of 11 games right. Umbi got 3, and
I started off hot. And then it just
you did. But I think I said that we'd pick up like 18 out of 33 points, and we ended up picking up 23. Marco actually did really well on it. So
both of them.
They both did pretty well. They didn't do well in the results. They did well on the points. So
yeah.
It just shows like how inconsistent this Milan team was weird. Like we can't score a goal one game, can't even create a chance the one game, and then the next game we were actually. Well, I guess Atalanta was a different strategy, but Milan make the Champions League anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they don't ask how, right? They don't ask how, and I think that it could be said that Milan deserved the Champions League spot this year. I think we played well enough for it. I don't think we got lucky in any sense. Like we didn't lose a game until January, so we didn't. I don't think we were lucky. Like I think Juve were definitely more lucky in that aspect because Napoli choked. Umbi, like, what are your thoughts on that in general?
Oh, on Napoli choking?
No, just on Milan, Napoli, or whatever. About how if we deserved it or not.
Yeah. Well, honestly, once you get 79 points, if you get 79 points, you should be making Champions League every single year. Like, there's no doubt about that. Did Milan play good football the entire season? No. Did they play good football when it mattered most, like against teams like Atalanta and Juve on the back end of the fixtures list? Of course it. And those results are what got them in. It's like, we always said that it was the results against the weaker teams that didn't put us through to Champions League football in the last years. Yeah. We still had some of those terrible, crappy results this season. But hey, they made up for it with big wins against Inter. They beat Inter, they beat Juve, they beat Napoli, they beat Atalanta, they beat Lazio. Milan beat everyone they faced. They beat all 19 teams.
Yeah, they beat all 19. Exactly, they beat all 19. That's a huge feat, by the way. Like a lot of teams, like Inter didn't do that.
That's a huge flex.
Yeah, like I don't think Inter did. I don't think Inter did that. Like, Juve didn't do that. Atalanta didn't do that. Like Milan were able to find a way against every single team this year. They at least took 3 points from everybody this year, and that right there, I think deserves a top 4 spot in my opinion, at least.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. What were they? 17-1-1 in away fixtures?
Oh yeah, we only dropped. I believe we only dropped. Was it 17-1? No,
4 points.
I'm trying to think.
That's impossible, right?
I'm trying to think. We dropped. Oh wow! I think we won every game but 2. So away, we lost to Lazio and we lost to Spezia. So we dropped 6 points.
Okay.
Oh no, did we tie? No, I don't think we. Oh yeah, then we drew Genoa. So I guess we dropped 7 points.
So 16-2-1.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That's a crazy away record. Like I don't think.
Amazing.
I want to look at other records around Europe. I don't know if anybody else has a better away record than that. I actually saw a Twitter I saw a Twitter account today on Milan Twitter saying that they're kind of like analyzing why Milan struggle against like a Cagliari, at home, and and why we don't struggle with them when we're playing against that Coyote like away. And that's the reason. And the reason being is because you saw last week with Coyote, like they literally, like they kind of, to say it in like a FIFA way, they parked the bus. Like they had guys back, and their line was very. They're playing like a super low block. But when they're at home, they take more risks, and that's when Milan can really, can really attack. And that's why Milan were so good on the road this season. I think, but it doesn't matter. This Milan team deserved it, and like you said, it would be like our play after in 2021 did drop off, but it's actually crazy how many injuries we had to deal with this year. Like the fact that
For sure.
every single game we lost a guy, every game we
Uh,
lost someone, and then we'd get healthy again, and then we'd
and
lose.
lose
Like
some.
we got healthy against Juve, then we lose Ibra, and then Brian Diaz went down too, but he was able to recover. But and then Rebic, we lose him in training. Like I don't know what's going on in the Milan lab, but something's
Man,
gotta be
yeah,
worked out there.
there's something going on those
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
Thursday, Friday practices.
hmm
Like I think they got to get Pintus now from Inter, man. Like they can't afford having him anymore. Like Milan should go get him. Like Inter
yeah,
had no injuries at the end of the season,
yeah.
towards the end.
Um, so we have a couple people in the comments here. We got Darren, Andrew, and Christian. So Darren was just saying, he confirmed that it's 2 losses and a draw away. So that's Spezia, Lazio, Genoa,
GG's, Darren.
which is pretty good. Thanks, Darren. Andrew says thoughts on Giroud. Andrew, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Someone asked a question on Twitter about that, so we'll chat. And Kristen Henny said, I'm a journalist from Norway, and I'm wondering about your thoughts on Hauga.
On
So,
Jens Peter Hauge.
yeah, so we can talk about that quickly for Christian. It's a good question. You know what, Christian, Hauga is actually you can tell he has raw talent. He does.
Oh, for
But
sure.
you have to remember too is that when he came to Milan, he didn't have any break. He was playing in the Norwegian league and came right to Serie A. There was no off season for him, so it's tough. Like there were rumors that he was kind of struggling a little bit, like fatigued. And Pioli didn't really use him too much in Serie A this year. I know fans on Twitter did want him to be used more, but I think Hauga, I think he's a good player. I think he's definitely a good squad player to have. He's so young, and he's shown, flashes of brilliance. Like he scored a couple beautiful
Hey, man,
goals.
he scored a savior for us against Sampdoria. If you're looking at it now,
No, he did. That 1 point was huge.
yeah. And hey,
So yeah,
that last goal against Napoli that gave us the edge against Napoli
hmm
too.
it did. It's so true. It literally did. So yeah, Christian, I think he definitely has a bright future. And I hope it's at Milan. I mean, I know some people were saying they want him to be loaned out. I don't think it's. I think that he is good enough to be in the squad and definitely be. He can kind of play anywhere in the like we play a 4-2-3-1. He can kind of play almost like on the left or the right ish, but he's better on the left and in the three behind the striker. And I think that he's a player that like definitely a good squad player, and he's young, right? So hopefully he gets more minutes next year. I think because the games were so big, even like Pioli, he didn't even use Tonali that much. I think he has kind of protected the youngsters a little bit. Um, that's just my opinion on it. But Umbi, you can put something in on
Yeah.
how good
No.
too if you want.
Yeah. Honestly, at the beginning of the season, I would have said, you know what? Well, obviously, hearing that like he was out on a soccer pitch for almost 13 straight months without brace, without anything. It's like, okay, yeah, he deserves a little bit of rest. I'm also kind of thinking that maybe rumored like how Tonali was kept on the bench, there could have been some bonuses out there that the agreement with Bodo Glimt that Milan had to pay based on player appearances, and they thought, okay, maybe just safe to keep him on the bench, better to save a couple million. But also, I like the idea of loaning someone out now, especially a younger player like that. I'm not really a fan of it anymore. Like especially seeing world class coaches like Pep, like Klopp, and I know these are controversial world class coach Jurgen Klopp. But they bring up a lot of players. Like they don't loan them out, especially a player that's got talent, that's got potential. They slowly bring them up. Like Phil Foden. Phil Foden could have gone to any team in the Premier League on loan last year, the last 2 years. Guardiola kept him. He was like, no, Pep said, "You got to stay here. I want you to learn with me." And now look, he banged goals in the semis, and he's going to score in the final as well. And hopefully, he lifts that Champions League up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great answer, and I think I can answer Christian's question about. I think he should be part of the squad. I don't want to be loaned out. And then he says, "Do you think we will purchase Tonali, Diaz, Mite, or Tomori?" I think so. Basically, what the rumors are now, Christian, is that like obviously Tomori, like if Milan didn't redeem Tomori, we wouldn't be serious, right? So like I think that's a guarantee.
Yeah,
Um,
that's got, even if it's like for a little sconto for a discount,
Nah,
like they're
yeah,
always gonna.
discount. Yeah, they're gonna if they don't redeem him, the fans will go nuts, right? Like you can't a guy can't play that well and you don't redeem
Yeah,
him like that. And
it's,
he's literally Gazidis' player, U23 with
yeah,
tons of potential and a guy who can be in the team for a long time.
yeah. A
And he's
modern day
modern.
center back,
Hmm.
yeah.
And
Pace and strength.
exactly. And then Tonali, I think he's always going to get redeemed. I think there was like a deal with Brescia, like it wasn't actually a real option with like a loan with an option. It was kind of more of a um like a
Guarantee, kind of.
like a gentleman's deal, right? Like, okay, we're gonna loan because you don't have the money right now, but you're gonna get your money like next summer, kind of thing, right? And Di Marzio just said right now that we're trying to um, get a little bit of a discount on it. Like I think we wanted like 10 with a bonus or something like that.
What was the
Um,
original deal for him?
Honestly, I forget to be honest. Too,
What was it? It was a
I thought it
2-year
was
loan.
30. I thought it was 30. No, 1 year. I thought it was around 5 million loan with like 20 after, but I guess it's 15. Now we want 10 with a bonus or something like that.
Well, I thought it
And then
was like the same formula as Cassie's, where it was like a 2-year loan, and then after it's like straight pay. But I know Milan paid like 10 million, like now
yeah,
for the loan.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
yeah, at that point, it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
obviously you're gonna pay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then Austin Flood just said 10 plus 25 after. Yeah, Austin, but I don't know. Some guys are talking about 15. I don't really know what's going on to be honest, but I'm not really nervous about that. I hope to keep on Brahim Diaz. I think they said that once Real Madrid's coaching situation settled, which Zidane just officially left his post there. So
Allegri.
so Allegri is probably going to go in there. If he doesn't see room for Diaz, then maybe we can extend his loan. Maybe we can loan with an option to buy. Um, and then Mite, they said they're going to meet with Torino. I personally I would redeem him at €7 million. I think that's pretty cheap these days, but for a rotational player who's I think is actually decent to be honest with you, but it's kind of maybe it's a hot take, but um, yeah, so it's kind of an interesting situation. We have a lot of loanees and even Dalot too. Like United won a lot for him, but yeah, um,
Hopefully, I don't mind Dallo. It's like
yeah.
15 million. Oh,
Yeah,
look at when I love this kid Adam. I love his vibes. Like
yeah.
Forza mi Juve mezza bravo. Oh, Villarreal scored. Okay, 1-0 in the
No,
pens.
yeah, I'm behind. Don't say anything.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'm a little behind.
Focus. Get
Okay,
the zone.
so
Get the zone.
I'm on the zone. Andrew Gravina says thoughts on Giroud, and so just for those listening, it looks like Milan have a deal in place on a 2-year contract with Olivier Giroud, which will be finalized after the Champions League final. I've always loved Giroud. I've loved him forever. So that's a guy I love. I love the
Thanks, bro.
transfer. It's an immediate replacement for Mandzukic, who was pretty useless. I think Giroud is a great player who's won. He's played in big games. He scored 8 goals in the champion, or 6 or 8 goals in the Champions League this year. Umbi, what are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if I remember correctly, and I hope you do as well, I was one of the people that said we should have gotten him in January when we had our January or when we had our December
Yeah, yeah.
pod. Like
I remember.
I've loved Giroud ever since I saw him play with Arsenal. Even
Me
before then,
too.
I've always loved him. He was always such an elegant. Well, he's old school, very very old school number 9.
Hmm.
But if you're gonna have three like skill-based players behind him, similar to like United. If you're gonna have three guys that know how to play with the ball in their feet, you need a real number 9 up front. Like you can't fool around and play a
Yeah,
winger or play a secondary striker up front. You need a real number 9
yeah,
that's gonna get on the end of those crosses, that is gonna get the ball to their feet, is gonna back up nicely, gonna create the space for any oncoming winger, oncoming midfielder. And I think obviously he's not going to start, or hopefully he doesn't
No, I
start.
think he'll just be a guy who, again,
A reference point.
great squad player, and a guy who can play like who can come into any game really.
Yeah,
Um,
like exactly what Ferran Torres' brother Darren said. It's like, bro, imagine a youngster learning from Ibra. Like, imagine Vlahovic coming in.
Oh, that'd be
Vlahovic
huge.
coming in, and he's learning from those guys.
Yeah,
Or I'm
yeah,
hoping Richarlison.
yeah.
With
Okay.
Everton in 10th place.
I mean, that'd be nice, but I don't know. Everton, I don't know. That's actually interesting. That's an interesting proposal, actually. That's something that I didn't even
10th
think
place,
about.
Ancelotti is their coach, Brazilian, a striker. Like it's made
He's a different.
it's
He's a different kind of player too. He's not like a. He's not like a nine. He's like
no,
it's hard to describe.
he's like an inverted winger kind of thing.
He's like in between a 9, 10, and 11. That's what he
Yeah.
is. Like
He's like
that's
a secondary striker,
yeah,
winger. He's
yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah. Let's see here too. What's going on in the chat. So let's see. So Darren says rumors for Adley for 5 to 10 million. Thoughts? I haven't actually seen any rumors about that, but I mean,
Oh, it's
anybody.
the kid from Toulouse, right? The little
Yeah,
youngster.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know.
I've been
I did see one, but nothing concrete. I think. I mean, to be honest, dude, Darren, I think any young player you can snatch for between 5 to 10 million is a positive thing, right? Like, I don't think.
it's
I
a
don't
low
think.
risk, high
Yeah,
reward kind of
yeah,
thing. I see that.
exactly. It's like Jans Petter Hauge, right? Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't affect anything. Um, so you know what? Let's get into here now because we got Gabriel in the chat just absolutely torching Donnarumma in the comments. With
Bravo,
Donnarumma,
Gabriel.
man, it's a
You mean
tough story.
Dollaruma?
Donnarumma, yeah, it's a tough story, but unfortunately, he chose like this hate is warranted, like it's justified. It's like you can't do this to a club and not expect to get hate, right? Like this is your boyhood club, and you it's a very weird situation. Like he stays in 2017. He stays in 2017, signs a pretty long-term deal with Mirabelli and Co. When the team is not in great shape, like we were okay, average, but now the team has a project and it's
It
getting
was
better,
looking good.
and we
It's
make
looking good.
the Champions League, and now you decide to walk away because we're not paying you your 12 million euro plus 20 million euro commission fee. I'll be honest with you, if a
Via
team's smart,
cagada.
if a team is smart, especially like with financially, they're not paying more than 12 million euro for a goalkeeper. That's incredibly stupid. I'll take those Donnarumma wages and put it to someone else, put it to a player that look at Milan's history in goal. Rossi, Dida, were they the best goalkeeper in the world? No, but were they good enough? Yes. And to sign Mike Magnan from Lille, he is an excellent goalkeeper. We've played against him twice this year. Excellent goalkeeper. He had the most clean sheets in Europe this year.
You did. What did he have? 21?
21 out of 38 games. Like that's nuts.
Not bad.
That's crazy, right? Like to have 21 clean sheets, it's nuts. So I
But
think
who did he
Donnarumma,
keep? Did he keep clean sheets against the
PSG.
bigger
Yep.
teams? Oh, he did.
Against
Good for
PSG.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that 1-0 victory. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
week 32 or week 33.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
I think yeah.
big player
That was basically the week
for
that
the
Lille
title.
won that's when they won the league. Yeah, literally. Let me check. Let me go into more Mike Magnan, but like for 15 million euro, that's an absolute
I
steal.
think
Like
that's a steal, man.
you're not and like Darren just said in the chat, the management like Maldini and Co, like just a huge props to them. They did not get bullied. They said, listen, this is what we're offering. You want it? No problem. We'll get your replacement.
Yeah, dude, Il Capitano spoke, man.
That's what I mean. And Maldini said today, he said something like the like in Italian, but it's different. It sounds weird in English, but like the streets are divided with us and Gigio, and all we can do is wish him good luck. So that's
Yeah,
kind of that is your political answer for what? Screw you.
you're a
Like
snake ass.
literally screw you. Like it's just what it is, and it's unfortunate, but because Milan are in the Champions League, because our team has a project, and because we signed a replacement. If we didn't have a replacement, it'd be different. We sent a replacement who can do the job, and he's fantastic. I don't care. I don't even care. Like, you know what? If you're going to be greedy, the only thing I care about is that he left. He kind of screwed us, and we could have got price. We could have got money for him, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing that
So what can you
that
do, right?
kind of sucks because obviously he's a He's a Primavera product, so
Mhm.
pure plus valence on him. Easily could have helped our books out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, I'm not
Exactly.
an accountant. I don't know how much
Yeah.
money
Me
they
either.
made off. They made off
Hmm.
Champions League football, made off second place.
Hmm.
Maybe they could afford it,
Yeah.
and
Maybe. Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
Gazidis
So
puts us
just
in
to
some
just
more
let you know
pockets.
with Magnan, he kept clean sheets against Monaco, PSG, Marseille.
Jeez.
Um, he kept a clean sheet against PSG. He actually kept 2 clean sheets against PSG this year. Both games in the Liga he kept clean sheet against. And obviously you can't always rate a goalkeeper on their clean sheets because think about it, right? The net's huge. Like it's hard to like sometimes just you have no chance. You know what I mean? So, but you know what? I've watched him. I even took the liberty of going in and watching some clips. Like he's a good goalkeeper, and everybody's saying like, you know what? This is a steal for Milan. Like good on the manager for not getting bullied, and yeah, I personally I love it. We'll
Mm-hmm.
go in to Zach Roach says Dybala AR-15 swap.
I
Like
wish.
I would take it. Like I don't know. I think who says no? Maybe Juve.
Who says no? No cap.
But like the Romagnoli, I'm kind of attached to, just because he's always been kind of the diamond in the rough, right? And I still think that having defensive depth is big, especially when we lose. Like we can't, you know, even like you look at like Simon Kaya, like he can't play every game, right? Um, I don't know. I mean, you have Gabia too, right? Like it's tough. It's a tough situation with Gigio.
And we got Kier Palulu as well.
Yeah, we got Kalulu, but I think Kalulu's is better wide. I don't know. He could play center back
I
as an
think
emergency
his perfect position is like a
in the
center
three at the
back with
back.
three at the back. Yeah.
Yeah, right center back. Right center back. It literally. But I prefer to keep Romagnoli because number one,
Oh, obviously.
his value is low right now as well. If you want to sell him, his value is low. It'd be dumb to sell him. You're not going to get more than 25 million. So I say you keep him. Like realistically, Donnarumma's leaving. Like Romagnoli's still the captain. He showed loyalty to this club. He never wanted to leave.
Yeah. No, exactly. Romagnoli never put out stuff. Romagnoli
And by
never
the
made
way,
his
this
contract
penalty
go to the
shootout's
end.
nuts. Team
I
United.
know they've all
Nobody's
scored.
missed. Nobody's missed.
Watch now that you say that, they're both gonna miss.
No, I know, but still saying things. I think my TV's a little bit behind. Yeah, honestly, and even like Darren just said, like we lose both the captain and the vice captain. Like I don't think you can do that. Like you don't just like do everything. Like, that doesn't make sense. I say you keep Romagnoli, him, Kyer, Tomori. They're all gonna get minutes. Gabbia, that's a good four. It's a good four. Like, and then you have Kalulu. You know what I mean? Like and it's not bad. We need like a backup fullback, like a Delo who can play both sides.
Yeah.
Like
Hey man,
I
we're
don't know
getting
who you
Andrea
would
Conti
prefer there.
back.
Yeah, we're getting
Conti.
Conti and we're getting Laxalt too. Diego Laxalt.
Oh, huge.
We have to sell them too. So and we're getting Caldara back. I forgot.
We are as
Yeah,
well. So yeah, a little bit of depth there.
We're getting Caldara back, but like so it'd be like right now it'd be those four with Caldara as five. Yeah, even Andrew just said you have Caldara back. Yeah, so I don't know. This Milan team's gonna look a little bit different. Like Di Marzio just said that. This is a freaking Captain Obvious report, but he's like, Milan want to give Pioli a competitive team, and everybody's like, yeah, no shit,
No shit, obviously.
no shit. Oh my god, the Villarreal keeper! How do you not save that?
I know, dude.
Oh my
This is the
god, that
reason
was
why City sent him back like
this
right
is
away.
stupid. This is just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting summer. You know, I hope we redeem. We have some money to spend. We got some money from Serie A. Yeah, and Zach's saying that he saw a bunch of because of Mino. Yeah, that's a problem. We don't want Raiola clients, right? We just don't want it.
We only want the ones that don't let Raiola control them. Like
That's like
Ibra.
Zlatan. Like with Ibra, he literally just he just said, "Okay, I want this. Give it to me. That's it. All right, sounds good." But Ibra has changed his team. Have you guys ever seen that clip of the ESPN guys when Ibra joined?
Oh yeah.
How are those guys still employed?
Dude, I don't know. What's he going for AC Milan for? Like he's already proven everything. It's all ego at this point.
He's like, what did he said? Like he said, like, what's going on?
They're in
He's 40
It's
years
abysmal.
old. He's like they're horrible. the 12th at best. And it's like, and then we go back to making second in the Champions. That guy should be unemployed after that, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure I read someone in like one of the bigger guys on Milan Twitter apparently was in his like DMs every single day, sending him a clip of that, like
good. I
saying,
love
"Yeah,
that.
we're in a CL spot. We're in a
Is
CL
anybody gonna
spot."
miss here? Oh my God, no one's gonna miss. This is atrocious goalkeeping. I'm gonna be honest. This is 10-10 penalties right now.
Oh, I
Like,
think
are we
now
serious?
I don't even know who's shooting. I think next
Yeah, I think the
for United
goalkeeper.
is no, it's still Bailey. I'm pretty sure one of the center backs that got to
But
shoot.
Zebe just shot, so I don't know. Um,
Who's this?
yeah, honestly, I don't. And then this guy Ali just said it feels like a wet night in Real Ave. Remember that game?
Oh my
a
dude!
wet,
I
a
remember
wet.
I was golfing that day, and the nervousness and the pressure. I still remember when they were doing the penalty shots. I was on the fourth hole. I take my phone out to watch, and I'm just sweating in
Yeah, you
in the
can't even.
golf
Yeah, but you
cart.
couldn't even. You could barely see the camera. Like it was all wet and
No,
stuff like that. Like it was
exactly.
literally. It was literally. It made Stoke look stupid. Holy, what a look at Unai Emery going crazy. This is actually the crappiest final of all time, and now this penalty is actually like
Hey,
it's gonna go to the goalkeeper next.
good evening. Oh, Pau Torres is the guy that's replacing Sergio Ramos on the team, on
Yeah,
the Spanish team.
yeah, Sergio Ramos not playing, but yeah, like I don't know. And then even Zach said like he has an
Lindelof.
attachment with Alessio. Like yeah, that's the thing, Zach. Like I love Alessio for
Oh,
what
we
he's
all
done.
do. Like I
He's
remember
always
when he
I think of
signed,
it,
man.
and it's just sad though, right? He had a couple bad games, couple bad months, and now he turns to crap. Like it's unfair, right? You can't just say this guy sucked after he's been good for so many years in a crap team, really. Okay, this is ridiculous now. Everybody's scoring. Like, are you serious?
Romagnoli was the light in the very very dark deep tunnel.
That's what I mean. Exactly.
Long tunnel, exactly. But
So let's go to
like
some
he's
questions here on Twitter. We'll go
uh,
to some questions on Twitter here. I'll pull them up. And if you guys have another question too, we can talk about it. Ask in the
yeah,
chat.
Zach, bro. I
Um,
really hope we get Dybala. Like I'm on this Dybala hype train as well. Like I'm always. Oh
oh,
my
it's
god,
the
the keeper
goalkeeper.
scored.
Oh my God, he
I'm
scored.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
He
sorry. I'm
scored. He
sorry. I'm
scored.
sorry.
Oh,
You
good. I
behind.
want United to lose. I want United to lose.
Yeah,
Really?
no, Zach.
That was a
Every
gross. That
time,
was a
every time I
gross.
do a career mode in FIFA,
That was a gross.
Dybala is the first guy I buy every single time.
Yeah.
Every single
So
time.
so let's
Like
talk about this. So players suited to be Teo's backup. Who is good enough to fill the
I
right wing
would,
position?
I would like Luca Pellegrini, bro.
Oh yeah, he'd be sick. He'd be sick.
He's
He'd
probably,
be unreal.
but he's a Juve player now, isn't he? Or is he a Roma guy? No,
No,
he's a Juve
I think he's
guy.
still owned by Juve. But I mean, like
Yeah,
they
because
keep
of the
loaning him out,
Spinazzola
which is
play.
weird. But who would you get as right wing? Come on, you just lost. You just lost. You just lost. You just lost.
Yeah. Oh, De Gea is gone. De Gea. Oh, Donnarumma is going to United, bro.
Dude, imagine me.
Okay,
Oh my
who
God.
would we get as a right winger? Who would I get as right winger? I don't know. I don't know. Like, do Milan still go for someone young, or do they go for someone proven on the wing that
I
can make
mean,
an impact right away?
would you? Okay, what about someone like Orsolini? Okay, just an example. How good is an Orsolini for you guys? Orsolini, Riccardo Orsolini on Bologna, right wing.
Eh,
No.
it's like he's okay. Like he's not amazing. It's like the potential is there, but to keep going at it with that potential. Like if I were, I would be I'd be looking, if I'm looking at a young guy, I'm looking for guys I can bring on loan, like that Anthony guy on Ajax, who's, I think he plays left wing as well. So he can play across the wing. He's a sick little Brazilian guy. I like Trincao a lot from
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona, if
Yeah,
they could
we have
loan
to
him out.
loan.
Yeah, they could loan him out. That'd be sick, obviously. Or even someone like, man, I always liked Kluivert, always.
Yeah, but
And then he goes to Rome.
he's enjoying
He's
life over there now.
then he goes to Rome. He's not playing well, and it's like come on, man. You want the challenge, or you want to just like be a mediocre player for the rest of your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, and like Austin just said in the chat here that Berardi would seem like a good option, but like I don't know. Like it's
I bet
tough.
him.
Like, with Berardi, he's amazing. Like I would take him in a heartbeat, but he's always kind of been like Mr. Inter. Like he's always been an Inter guy. So
Always.
I don't know. And like and
Oh, he
always
was a Juve
and
product, right?
for some reason, he sorry, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. For some reason, he always misses the game against Juve. Always.
Classic.
It's like an annual thing. Like he plays against Juve, oh, Berardi's out. Like it's like a prepaid thing, like a prepaid visa.
Who? Oh, Tovan. Oh yeah, Tovan as well as the guy we were linked to.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
have
there are a lot of
even Zaxon.
good guys,
Like
man. Like
by the
David
way, like
Neres
honestly,
as
by the
well.
way, the most underrated player on Milan has to be Alexis Salamakers. Has to be.
Dude, Alexis Salamanders, of course,
Dude,
man.
the Salamander's unreal. He's honestly unreal. Like he he's again not a huge, not a great talent, not exquisite, not unreal, not like talent wise. However, his work rate's great. He fills spaces great, and his he tracks back. Um, like
Oh, always.
like Pioli playing that formation, which it's nice for Milan to actually have finally a formation to play with. Because remember how many years we just played different formations and just tried to see what was working.
Yeah.
Salamaker is perfect for that role, but to get like a skilled right winger too, that would be
Yeah,
amazing. Like I
exactly. I
think,
was about to say the guy
yeah, like
Darren just said. I was about to say Ikone too.
Icone is gross.
Like
Also
he's fun to play with in
From Leo,
FIFA as
right?
well. Yeah.
From Leo. Yeah. So are we just gonna raid Leo because I think Leo's gonna sell everybody.
Well, like, isn't Lille technically our feeder team?
I mean, like
Like
I don't know, a little bit.
technically, like illegally. Like we do pay
Like
for
I
players.
mean,
It is like a Sunning Inted kind of thing.
no, I mean it kind of is, kind of isn't. I mean, we're gonna talk about Inter and Soning later on at the end of end of the show because that's just banter. That's
Yeah,
pure.
I
Oh,
think
hold on, time out. Republica, not a good source. They just reported that. They just reported that Milan are keeping a heavy eye on Paulo Dybala.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's always been said every single year.
No, hold on. Let me read the. Let me go back and read it because I'm gonna type this in because listen, Dybala. Remember when he was he was getting sold from Palermo and Milan were in the running and
Dude, I
Berlusconi really
remember
wanted him.
Berlusconi said he had. I still remember Berlusconi and
40
Galliani said
million.
that they had offered 38 million. It was 4 million more than Juve, but at the time, Juve obviously was a better structured team. And
Mm-hmm.
Dybala, there was the president of Palermo. What's his name?
It's not the president.
The owner. The owner. What was
It's
the
not
owner's name?
Zamparini. No.
Zamparini.
Oh, Zamparini. Yeah, Zamparini. Yeah. It's Zam.
Zamparini said that he had spoken heart to heart with Dybala and said, "Look, I can make 5 million euros more off of you, but you're put in a terrible situation, or I can take this and you're gonna flourish here with this system, with this coach, with these attackers, with these players." And like I remember reading that from the Gazzetta dello Sport one morning, and I was like, you know what? I can't blame him. You can't.
Yeah. I mean,
He did the smart move at the
still
time.
mad, but like Republica are reporting that Milan are keeping an eye
But
on
now he can suck
Dybala.
it because he's rotting pine.
Yeah, he is. He's riding pine, and so because like with Jelanoglu, which I mean, I don't know why Jelanoglu thinks he's better than what he is. He's leaving, I
Haganoglu,
guess.
Diarrhea Noglu.
But like I think I don't know. Are you gonna have to get rid of another player? Like do they like it depends on who's coaching with Juve next year, right? Because Allegri's going to go to Real Madrid, and Simone Inzaghi literally Di Marzio just said that he's renewing till 2024 with Lazio.
Yeah.
So what like if they sack Pirlo, is there any like what coach is there? Spalletti's going to Napoli.
Spalletti, Napoli, Allegri, Real Madrid. It's like
There's no one there. There's nobody, and with Antonio Conte, he can't. He
oh,
can't coach.
Conte's going to Spain or he's going to England.
He can't coach in Serie A for the rest of the year as part of like their agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not allowed to coach in Italy. Like he can't like for example, he can go to Juve or something like that, even though that relationship's over. But
I could see Conte taking over Tottenham.
I would love if we get a guy like Dybala. I mean, I would also like a guy who can play.
Oh, Simone Inzaghi, yeah.
No, Simone. That's what I just said. Inzaghi got renewed till 2024 and with Lazio.
Yeah, but do you remember that's what happened with That's what happened with who? With who did Lazio sign? Gave him an extension
Bielsa.
to
Bielsa.
Bielsa, and then replaced him.
Well, no, Bielsa like left, like it was weird.
Uh,
The United players are like
what's,
crying right now.
what's the chat saying?
Anyway, so they're saying that well, Luke said, thoughts on tonight's staying going. We
Oh yeah,
can't
we
talk
already
about
mentioned
that.
that.
Like
Yeah.
Luke, he's gonna stay. Like we're not gonna let him go. It's a gentleman's agreement. We're just trying to get a discount.
Oh, hopefully.
Literally, no, it is
Ship
what it is.
Mete back to Turin, dude. I'll pay for the FedEx Express packaging to ship him back to Torino. Like he's had some good games, had some bad games. I think the bad games over, or not the bad games. He's also had a lot of games where like he just wasn't a huge impact. Like he got his 6.5 rating,
Hmm.
6.4 rating. He did what he had to do, but he never went above and beyond, like how
Yeah,
Kessie always does.
yeah,
Obviously, like I can't compare the two, but you see what Kessie does every single game compared
yeah.
to what Mete does, it's like
No,
it's a
I know, but
fraction.
with Mete, like you have to have a squad. You have to have squad players though. Like you have to
Yeah,
have guys who
but he's also older. To spend 10
no, but
million
like
euros on
no,
him.
it's only 7.
Oh, seven. Well, oh, 7.
Yeah, but realistically, what else? Like you know what I mean? Like what?
Experienced French defensive midfielder playing in his position, already knows the squad. Yeah, for 7 million, like I guess it's not bad.
Yeah, and he seems like
Seems like he loves the
it
vibes.
seems like he's buddies. You know what I mean? He's buddies with like good guys. They build chemistry and stuff. And he's a physical midfielder, but he can run with the ball.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and,
did it?
and
Who
guys,
was it?
just let you
Was it
know, I don't
him
know if
that
I
swerved the
don't.
ball to? Was it him that
Yeah,
sent
it
that
was him.
beautiful through ball to
Yeah,
Liao?
yep. He ran the whole field.
Jeez,
Yeah, like
shades of
so.
Kaka with that run into
Yeah,
that pass.
and by the way, Gio Donnarumma on Instagram story just put great feeling Azzurri. It's him and Benedeschi with a horrible outfit Benedeschi's wearing.
Vai a
Um,
cagare, serpente di merda.
yeah, literally, and he just freaking posted. Um, it's only 7, bro.
Juve can take all our refusals. It's okay. Like they've never
No,
won
but dude,
anything other
no, but
than
like,
a Tin Cup Serie A trophy. All the players that have left Milan to go to Juve. They won a trophy in the crappiest era of Serie A. Like, go ahead, take it. We'll take Dybala for 40 million. We'll have him lift the Champions League trophy alongside Rebic and Diaz and Mike Magnan, and we're gonna be smoking those fat Cohiba cigars, celebrating. Life's gonna be good, bro. Life is good.
honestly, I think this Milan team, it's on the come up. It really is.
Hopefully.
It's getting there, and
It's
you
only
know,
7, bro. Yeah, bro. MGNE was getting cheesed at me. Okay, we get it. Yo, he's
no, he's
not bad
kidding.
for
He's
seven
kidding.
million.
I know. I know. No, yeah, I don't know. I think, and then Ollie just says he should get Renato Sanchez from Leo. Yeah, I think his
I'm
price tag's
down,
100.
bro.
I think his price tag's 100 million. So I don't think
You
we
think
can.
100?
Yeah, Darren. If you go on Twitter right now, Di Marzio just confirmed that Inzaghi is renewing till 2024. Like that's he just renewed. He just announced it right now. Yeah, like so. Let's go into another question here. Let's go on to Twitter. Okay, so we'll answer this one here. So Darren asked one in the thing too, but so the elusive man says, "Do you think letting Gigio go for free was a win for Maldini and a defeat for Iola?"
Can I answer first, if you don't
Yeah,
mind?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, would have been amazing even to get like something like 5 million or 10 million just because, it does wonders for the books.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess at this point, Maldini had it up to here with Raiola's bullshit, with his
Mm-hmm.
bullcrap, pardon my language.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, look, I guess he knew the economics behind it. He knew the money, the value behind it. And he was like, "There's no points because Mike Magnan and Maldini's probably a huge stats guy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Probably looked at all the expected goals on target, all those stats, and saw that Magnan was honestly like the second coming of not Donnarumma, the second coming of Buffon with his quick reaction time, great diving ability, great handling of the ball with his hands and his feet. I think it's a huge dub for Maldini because he didn't give in. Like
Yeah, he didn't.
he didn't cry. He wasn't. I'm not going to say he pulled a Mirabelli because at the time Mirabelli was able to pull off a miracle. Like,
But
I don't know
Milan
how
also had his back against the wall. They were new, and then they had
he
to
did,
make sure they
and
keep
the
their goal.
brother.
They to keep their goalkeeper, right? Like,
But exactly. Well, like the team was a piece of crap 4 years ago, and for him to have signed him, I don't know what the difference was this
yeah,
year. Like,
yeah. It's
but
tough. Like
I
it's
think it's
just
good for Maldini. He didn't give in, man. Like
yeah, he didn't.
you saw those numbers on Twitter saying like it would have costed like 140 million euros,
Oh yeah.
130 million euros to keep him for 5 years, and Maignan only like 35 or 40. Like obviously, like a team run by Gazidis, it's normal that
Is he even 35 to 40? I think it'd be cheaper because he's only making like 2.8 a year, and he's cost
2
50
point
million,
yeah
and he costs
let's
50
say
million a year. It's like, think about this. Like with
yeah, well,
Donnarumma, he wants
three
okay,
net,
but
six
yeah,
gross at the end of the
but
year.
But Donnarumma wants 12.
Yeah,
So
for
that means
sure.
that we're getting a guy who realistically, like, let's be honest, and
12 that turns into 24
I'm not
because
just
remember
saying,
all
yeah,
those
yeah,
Italian numbers are always net
yeah,
that they give you.
yeah. I'm not just saying this because Donnarumma's leaving. A fantastic goalkeeper. I'm not going to say he's not.
Oh,
I'm not
obviously.
like that. However, do Milan not have a good season with Mike Maignan in net this year? I think they do the exact same.
No, you can tell which one of these United players have actually won trophies in their lives and which ones haven't, because the ones that have just start ripping the medal off right away.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, they all are. No, but
Oh,
did you hear what I said though
yeah,
about how
yeah, yeah.
like if Mike Magnan's our goalkeeper this year, I think Milan are still second place.
I think look, Donnarumma he's easily like awarded us points like
Oh,
this season as well.
sure,
He's
but
also made a
he's
couple
also
blunders.
yeah, that's what I mean. He has.
I think honestly, I don't think the goalkeeper position is an incredibly important position.
Me either. Me either. I don't think
Because
it is at all.
look at Chelsea last year. They were able to make the Champions League with that piece of crap in net named Kepa
Kepa.
Arrizabalaga.
I know, and now they actually I think Kepa might play in the Champions League final on Saturday because Mendy's
Awesome.
hurt. But that's what I mean. Like I think, and again, you look at a guy like Dida. Like Dida wasn't the best goalkeeper in the world.
He was
He was a
arguably
no, he was a really good goalkeeper, but he wasn't like a
dude.
Neuer.
He was a top 10 goalie in the world at the
Yeah, he
time.
was. But you tell me, yeah, but you look at Mike Maignan. He is a top 10 goalie in Europe this year. He won the league in
Yeah, for
France.
sure.
He won the
Yeah.
league in France, the most clean sheets, top 5 goalkeeper this year. But all the Premier League hipsters probably don't know him. But if you
Yeah,
actually
obviously
watch the
not.
sport, if you
Well,
watch the sport,
the Premier League hipsters don't even think Donnarumma is a top 10 goalie in the
I
world. But
know.
watch him go to a Premier League team after week one. He makes a crappy diving save, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, he's the best goalie in the world." And I'm going to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, now you're saying that. Now he's saying that when he's
Yeah.
playing in your little shit league when everyone just rockets shots from 40 yards out, or
Yeah,
the
I
Irish
know.
sports happens."
It's just like freaking some pass and shoot. Sorry, some kick and run, some nice kick and run. And so Darren just said that Dida was a good shot stopper, but he would flap at crosses. It's funny because Donnarumma actually really struggles with crosses and balls in the box.
Oh my
Great.
god, he never leaves his 6 yard
No,
box
no,
from a
he
cross.
doesn't. He's a really good. He's a world class shot stopper. But like I said, I don't think this Milan team again. We have if we didn't have a replacement, then I'd be more worried. But the fact
Oh
that we
yeah,
literally secured a top goalkeeper, he's 25 years old. He's literally training with France right now. He's going to be an option for France in the Euro Cup. He won the league in Liga. If you go watch his video, he like I think they called him Spider-Man or something like that. That was like a nickname he had.
his reflexes are amazing,
Yeah, that's
man.
what I mean. They
Like
called him
that's why
Spider. They
he
called him
reminds me of
Spider-Man.
like Buffon, like back in the
Vintage,
day.
like
Just amazing.
vintage. Yeah, like I watched like a 15-minute video on him yesterday, just seeing kind of how he played, like an analysis on him. And man, I can see why they call him Spider-Man. Like he reacts well. He's 6'3", 6'3". It's not like he's short. And
Oh, he's 6'3". I thought he was a little shorter.
6'3". No, 6'3". It said it could be
Sheesh.
wrong. Could be wrong, but yeah, like you know what? Like you look at a guy like that, and I think it was TMG Mike who tweeted on our account, but he said Donnarumma, we made Champions League and he still didn't want to renew. Mike Maignan was on standby for 2 months with us. So that means that he obviously really wanted to join Milan if he'd agree to be on standby. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
he was literally on standby. We said, okay, Donnarumma, he's gonna screw off. Mike Maignan, come to Milano tomorrow. Let's go medical. Obviously,
Yeah.
this guy loves Milan. There's actually a photo of him and Rabiot when they were playing at
Back in the day,
PSV
I was just about to mention
like 5 or
that.
6
Yeah.
years ago, and he had the Milan jacket on. He actually played with Zlatan.
Yeah.
They
Did
had a
you
run
hear
in.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can read it out if you guys want. It's pretty great. So essentially, they were like fooling around in training in training, and Zlatan was taking shots um, on him, and he scored one, and he kind of said like Manyan's like you're crap or something like that, like whatever. Um, and then he took one and he saved it, and Manyan yelled at him saying like you're a crappy attacker. And he looked at me and he didn't say anything. And then we went back to the dressing room and Ibra came up to him and said, "I like how you are. I like your personality." And then he said he's loved him ever since. And all he just said, Mike Manyan conceded 23 goals all season, 3 in a cup match with PSG and 1 against us. He conceded 19 goals in the league all season. So that means he
Jeez.
conceded half a goal a game, half a goal. Obviously, they had good
Jeez.
team defense, but still, obviously, like the goalkeeper had to make some saves. We also
Yeah.
retweeted an analysis of his play in general. Where is it? We have so many tweets these last couple days.
Yeah, I know. This has been
A
flooded
couple
with
of them have gone
TMG.
crazy. TMG's been nuts. Yeah, so goals prevented. So essentially, in the top 5 European leagues, Jan Oblak was number 1, and with the goals prevented with 11.6, and Mike Magnan was 4th in Europe with 7.9 goals prevented. It's like a analytic, I guess, but
It's like
like
it's like an
it's like
XG kind of thing.
it's like
Yeah.
XG. It's like goals that should have went in, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And like the most clean sheets, obviously he kept the most. And then you look at the shots he faced. He conceded literally 21 goals, and he on target faced 107. And you look at this thing, it's nuts. He had a nuts season, and obviously he has a lot of quality, and I'm excited for him. Like I think we did a poll saying, "Are you happy with um, are you happy with this signing?" And I think 97% or something I said like I'm pumped. So
Yeah, dude, he's coming in motivated.
that's what I mean. And with this Donnarumma thing, like so say we renew him, Donnarumma, right now for 3 years. In 3 years, we're gonna have to do the same thing over again. Do you
Same
want
thing.
that? Like we want guys who want to be here. We're Milan, man, and we're back in the Champions League. Like there's no excuse. Like this one guy, like I was talking to a couple guys, and they were like, "Oh, obviously, he could want to just leave and go somewhere else." I'm like, why wouldn't he want to leave?
Beforehand.
That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's
It's
so stupid.
like there has to be some sus stuff in the background.
I,
But
I
like
mean,
I don't know, but okay, like in all honesty, man, like yeah, obviously we can talk a lot of crap about Donnarumma, but for him to have gone Super Saiyan those last like 5-6 games of the season when we really needed composure, calmness, we needed everyone to be on their A game. He made sure he was, even though he probably already knew that he wasn't going to resign. He made sure to give it his all, and I'm sure
I
he was
mean,
happier once Juve qualified as well.
what a clown! Don't even say that. If he goes to Juve, he's dead to all of us, really.
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's gonna be
if he
terrible.
goes abroad, we'll all be pissed off. But like, it's
Like
just
I
like kind of one of
understand at
those
the
things.
time why Pirlo went to Juve.
Hmm.
Pirlo was 33. He still had a lot to prove. Milan kicked him out. Like
Yeah,
this is like a boyhood kid that we were all thinking would have maybe beat. We were dreaming he would have beaten Maldini's record.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Like it's,
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know. It's
I'd love to see a reunion between him and Mihailovic at one point. The guy that gave him his shot.
um, yeah.
I
You should
don't
go
think
play for
Mihailovic
Bologna
is
right
ever.
now.
I don't think Mihailovic is ever going to get an
I
amazing
don't think Mihailovic is gonna.
gig.
Yeah, like I think he'll probably either stay at Bologna or maybe move to like a Hellas Verona or something with Juric leaving the Torino. Um, but yeah, you know what? Like Milan are on the rise. I just don't like. I think that saving that 12 million euro and investing that into because realistically, like the wages that Manyan's getting, those are nothing. Those peanuts, really. Um,
Yeah. That's
and
nothing, man. We're offering Giroud 4 million a year, man. Now we're
yeah,
rich.
we
We
are.
hashtag we are so rich.
We are so rich. Yeah, Giroud would be top. Like we gotta find replacements. So like you bring in Giroud, replaces Mandzukic. So you have striker, you have Ibra, you have Giroud, and then I preferably want to bring someone younger like a Belotti for the cheap, for the low.
Pelletti's already 27, 28, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 26, turning 27, I think. Um,
Man,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I'd like Vlahovic, but he's too expensive. Like he's
I
too pricey.
guess.
You can't
Or
afford to do.
who's that guy that everyone always talks about that plays on Leipzig or Salzburg?
Who?
What's his name? That striker. A young 20-year-old or young 20 something year old striker plays on Red Bull Salzburg. Not Szoboszlai, obviously not.
I have
Da
no
da
clue.
da Daka, Patson Daka. That's who. Everyone is like saying that he's
What's his
supposed to be
price tag?
amazing. I'm sure it's going to be close to like 40, 50.
Yeah, but like we got like where do you see Leao like as a left winger?
Honestly, I see him. I like when he plays up top, but I think he's
I
way
don't.
better as a secondary striker.
He is, but we don't play with two strikers, right?
Which is
So
Villa, yeah.
I think he's decent. He's decent out wide though. He has some
Bro,
good
we
performances.
need Carlos Bacca back.
Yeah, Baca, the friggin' Europa
I think
League legend.
he's won 5, right? This is his fifth.
4 or 5. I forgot. 4 or 5. But
Jeez,
like,
man,
man,
him, Maldini, and Ronaldo.
if you win 4 Europa Leagues, you can be considered a good player in my opinion. Like that's pretty good, especially with a team like think about it. Like Villarreal winning the Europa League is like a team winning the Champions League. Like if that's their goal. Like Villarreal is not a team that they're not
Villarreal
like
was in the second division of Spanish football 4 years ago because
that's
they
what I
had a
mean.
terrible season. Now they're back on top. Good
No,
for
but
them.
yeah, so Villarreal winning the Europa League is like Milan winning the
It's huge.
Champions League, right?
Yeah, it's
Like to
huge.
put it like it's like it's literally like a team like Lazio winning the Europa League. It's huge for them, right? Like to win the Europa League.
Yeah,
Um,
and obviously they weren't gonna make Champions League. This is their only
yeah,
shot. And thank
yeah.
God we get to. There's a 15 that's not English in the Champions League.
And then Vic said we got played by Iola. He got the free transfer he
Yeah,
wanted. Milan got nothing and lost the fee. They had to pay for the new keeper.
yeah, it's okay. Donnarumma is.
You're right. You're
Excuse my
right.
language. He's screwed.
But in the end, though, Vic, what are we supposed to do? Like, if Donnarumma says, you know what, yeah, if we qualify for Champions League, I want in. I want to lock in. And then we make the Champions League, and in the end, he's like, you know what, not enough money. There's nothing we can do. Um, all we can do is get a nice replacement for cheap, which we've already done, and the mercato hasn't even started yet. So if we can finalize this Giroud deal, which Daniele Longo was the one who dropped the bomb, and he's really reliable. He was the one that dropped the ball about Magnan and Donnarumma. And obviously, we'll wait for Fabrizio Romano and Di Marzio to confirm it, and it'll be finalized after the Champions League final on Saturday. That's the two guys that I like, and we're kind of bringing in some French guys, but I think it's going to be a good mercato. If we keep Tonali, bring in a couple other guys, and bring in a right winger. I don't know if we're going to sell Castillejo. I don't know. We'll see. Like we're getting all these guys from loan back. You know, Conti, Laxalt, Caldara.
Yeah, it's like super depth which we'll need this year.
I mean,
Easily.
I feel like Caldara has something has to give in, right? Like he was good.
He was, man. Even
You know what
Conti
I
was
mean?
good, but Conti was good as like an
Well, he
out.
got hurt. He
Yeah,
got
he
hurt.
was good as like a wing back.
Yeah,
He was literally doing what Gosens is doing now.
yeah, no, exactly. Like I'm just kind of looking. Like we also have Pobega coming as well. Tommaso Pobega. Hello.
Yeah,
He's cutting out.
my
You
bad.
good? You're good. You're
Yeah,
good. We have Pobega too, right?
yeah, we do. We have him.
I, I don't know what's
I'm
going on with Çalhanoğlu, by the way. I have no clue. Like, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go? Like, I think he thinks he's worth more than he actually is too. No clue.
is a worthless piece of crap, man. He's like a turd that you leave in the toilet like for hours,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
afterward,
See,
like and
so
you don't flush.
Jason manages. See, I want to see Caldara given a chance now that we're in CL. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sure
he'll
we
play
need
a Copa game.
no, but we need the depth for 3 competitions. Like, we can't just go in with the like. Think about how many injuries Milan had this year.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
it was ridiculous, right? We had to scratch out wins with like banter teams, like Calabria. They'll play midfield a couple games. Like, it's you need to make sure you have depth in areas so when there's an injury, it doesn't ruin the flow that much. Obviously, if you lose like a big player, every team's gonna have to deal with that. Unless you're like Manchester City, you get to spend 900 million euro per transfer market.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Ollie says like Caldara couldn't convince Atlanta to sign him back. What makes Nicky's Milan quality? I agree, but you might as well give him a look in training in preseason. You have to give him a look. Like, come back, think about it, and especially like I don't know exactly. Like you go with Tomori and Kaya, right? Those are two starters or whatever. Then you have Romagnoli, Caldara, Gabbia. Like and you have three Italians too. I like keeping Italians at Milan as well. Three Italian guys.
Mm-hmm.
With Calabria too, and Tonali, Pobega. Like you got to keep some Italians in the team as well, right? But yeah, like I think that like Romagnoli should stay, even if he's a Raiola client. I don't think Romagnoli is a guy like Gigio. Like I think he knows the Romagnoli like knows that we gave him a chance after he had a loan spell at was Sampdoria. He we gave him a chance. We paid 25 million for him. He became the captain. Like that's a very big honor for someone like Romagnoli. He did
Oh,
get
for
cheated out of
sure.
like apparently he feels pissed off because he got cheated out of a Euro spot. Um,
Did he
but
really though? Was he really gonna make it?
I mean I would have picked him. I would still pick him. Like I don't know why Mancini wouldn't pick him though.
Like who are the center backs that got called up? Bonucci, Chiellini, Acerbi, which is it's nuts how Chiellini and Bonucci are still getting calls. Like
Wait, Chiellini got called again?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Let me
jeez.
see. Let me
Go
go see. I
look.
think.
It's been a long week. I don't know. After we made the
Yeah,
Champions League.
deal. Yeah, not deal. Just read some of the questions out loud. I was
Great.
gonna say.
Yeah. So, what's the deal with Dybala? Are you willing to yeah,
Azzurri.
Jonathan? So we just talked about how like a couple like average source kind of said that we have an eye on him because Çalhanoğlu's going to leave. Like this is also like Çalhanoğlu is another guy who is making three something. It's a lot of that's money saved as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would like Dybala. I think he'd be perfect for this team. Problem with Dybala, he's injury prone as well. That's the only issue. He
Okay.
gets hurt a
Yeah,
lot. He
I see
does.
the
He does.
list now. Acerbi, Bastoni, Bonucci, Chiellini, Mancini, and Toloi. It's not even Italian.
Why is Mancini getting called up?
Well, he played well with Roma this
Yeah,
year.
but I think Rebic friggin' spun him back to friggin' wherever he's
Yeah,
from,
but see,
wherever he's from in Italy.
Romagnoli's a left-footed center
I know
back,
we
and
have so many. We have so many.
Bastoni,
No, but that's the
exact,
issue, right? Think about
and
Acerbi
Chiellini,
and Acerbi.
and Acerbi.
So that's what
And
I
it's
mean.
like he's not
The
even
only
like the perk with being a left-footed center back is that you're able to manipulate all the space and you can
yeah.
pass well. Romagnoli can't do that. He
No, he can
can't
pass
send bomb.
well.
He can't send bombs the same
He
way
did.
Bonucci does, or the same way Bastoni does. Bastoni plays as like a winger sometimes with the way he can cross the ball into the box.
No, you're right. You're right. But like with Romagnoli, I think if Romagnoli's left-footed, or sorry, right-footed, I think he gets a call. I think he gets a call.
So do I. So
Like
do I.
like Bonucci. The only reason why Bonucci is getting called is he's right-footed. Eh? Like that's it. He's right-footed. He's a right-footed center back. The only other
And
guy who's
and he's gonna
right-footed.
start.
That's pretty sad if he starts, but whatever. Yeah, I hate supporting the guys for the Azzurri, right? Like at the Milan guys, we're gonna do a lot of content for the Euros this year, like for the off season, and obviously Sporti Azzurri and whatever. I go crazy for the Euro Cup and the World Cup. We haven't seen the Azzurri play in a European tournament in what 5 years? 5 years.
Since 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, we since 2016. You know how much has changed since 2016 in the world? We haven't seen them play.
Yeah, man.
And
I
this
finished
team,
puberty.
the Azzurri team could be a dark horse, but it would have been nice to see like Milan players on the Italy team, and now we have to support Donnarumma in the Euro. That kind of sucks.
You know what? Who cares?
Realistically,
This is when everyone.
realistically, he can screw off though. Like I
Yeah,
don't want to
he can.
support
Yeah,
him.
he can go suck his mom, like how the English say.
Yeah. Um,
He's a snake
and then
ass bitch.
Austin said that no Calabria is criminal. I think so too. Calabria had a great
Hey.
year. Like he really did. Like,
Yeah, but so
and
the
it's
thing
not
is,
like
Di Lorenzo and Florenzi are there, and they're always going to get the call-ups because Mancini just loves them for some
yeah,
reason.
okay, but Florenzi, I understand. He
But
played a lot of important games, but you really think
yeah,
Di Lorenzo had a better year than Calabria this year? I don't think so.
no. But
No, he
I'm
did.
really hoping this is a provisional list that can still
Yeah,
get
but
like.
here's my thing too. As a Milanista too, I'm okay with Calabria not getting picked because that means he's not going to get hurt. So you know
Yeah,
what? And even like with Theo Hernandez, for some reason, France does not pick him. But I'm okay with it. It's less games. Rest.
I
I don't
guess,
care.
yeah, but also it hurts their like
I know.
their esteem, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like their
It's true. Like,
self-esteem goes down the
like he
toilet.
literally like in the who scored like the best 11 of the year. Like he's
He
literally
made
left
it.
back. Like he literally made it. Like he's a
Which,
top 3 left back in the world, really, and he doesn't make the French team. But they take Lucas Digne. Like, come on, man. I think that's just a pure bias at that point. Wait, did they
yeah,
take the brother too?
they
Lucas
took
Hernandez?
Lucas. Yeah. Well, Lucas is like he starts on the left side for them as well.
Yeah, but Lucas isn't better than Theo Hernandez.
No, he's not.
No, he's
But
not. Like
Deschamps likes playing with 4 center backs at the back.
Deschamps a weirdo anyway. I can't stand his face. I don't like him.
Yeah, Juve
Yeah,
player,
yeah,
obviously.
exactly. That makes sense. And Ollie's saying, tell Alessio to fire Iola. He's a fat pig. There's a problem, right? Like these guys go with Raiola because Raiola promises him money, and they said Dybala earned 10 million. Yeah, he probably does, but realistically, Dybala hasn't really played that well to earn more than $10 million, right? Like or 10 million euros, sorry. So, like realistically, maybe we can get him for the cheap ski, but honestly,
Yeah,
it's too
see, I don't think
expensive. It's too
that's
expensive.
possible.
Any chance for DePaul? Like I would love Rodrigo DePaul. He's a baller. He's an absolute baller.
He's a
But
Raiola client as well now.
I know that's what he says. That's what Darren said. Like DePaul, he's linked with Raiola. I mean, I saw someone say that he's actually not with Raiola. He's with an Argentine guy, but apparently he is. I don't really know. I guess we're just trying to free ourselves with Raiola guys, and I don't know. I think
It is what it
yeah.
is.
If you guys have any, we're gonna wrap this thing up soon. But any other questions we can chat about, put it in the chat now. We'll chat about it.
I guess what? What are we talking about now? Summer.
About the mercato,
Yeah,
about
summer wish list, right?
yeah, summer wish list. We kind of answered all the questions that were said on Twitter. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just put it in the chat if you want to ask a question. I'm just looking through Twitter to see if there's any more questions here. Again, we love doing this live, guys. I feel like it's way more interactive. I feel like podcasts are kind of boring when you're just recording them by yourselves.
Dream wish list. Oh, okay. I'll dream a
geez.
little bit.
Okay, we actually tweeted one a couple days ago. Let me show you. So the dream would be
if I could dream, bro.
Vlahovic.
Yeah.
And Shapro just said that. Okay, so the dream would be Vlahovic. And the next dream that I have, and you can laugh at this, maybe a hot take, Josip Ilicic.
Dude, why is that a hot take? Obviously, he's better than the entire team that we have.
It's because some people say he's old, but I don't care.
My God, he walked into our team. He'd be the 4th best player on our team.
It's Marino. I know Marino. There we go. Yeah, like Marino, I said that like Vlahovic is definitely my dream. I think I would love an Ilicic. I feel like Ilicic would literally like put us over the top. He's like he can't find space at Atlanta, which is weird, but like Ilicic is in my opinion, he's a world-class player. Like the way he plays the game, he's phenomenal. Like his left foot's phenomenal, and you can't stop it. You know what's coming, but you can't stop it.
It's like Robin, bro. You know what's going to happen. Yeah. He's always going to score.
And then you got like DePaul. He would be a dream. I want a good right winger, and I want a backup fullback that can play on both sides, like a Delo. That's my dream. So I guess four things: a young striker, a fantasista like Ilicic, even Mkhitaryan. He's a free agent,
like a jolly number 10.
Yeah, like a fantasista, DePaul, Ilicic, Mkhitaryan. Good right winger and a backup fullback that can play both sides. So that's my 4 dream. And then obviously keep Tonali and try to get Brahim Diaz and whatnot. So Marino just said Berardi. Yeah, we talked about him like 20, 30 minutes ago. Berardi, like I would love him. He's phenomenal. He'd be perfect for the right wing. But the problem is, like, I feel like he's so connected to Inter, and for some reason he never plays against Juve. So I don't know what's going on. But like, is Sassuolo going to just kind of give up? Like, De Zerbi went to Shakhtar.
Well, they're in the Conference League now. They qualified.
For what?
In the Europa Conference League. They're ahead of. They finished ahead of Roma.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. Or Lazio.
No, they didn't. No, they actually. If you actually go look at the Serie A table, they lost out against Roma by 2 goals.
No.
Yeah, 2 goals, man.
Oh no, because Roma came back. That's why.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Roma came back in lost. Yeah, it's too bad. But Sassuolo might.
Oh, jeez.
Sassuolo might. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Marino just said that Mkhitaryan is a Raiola client. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think anything Raiola is kind of done.
FFS, man.
Yeah.
FFS.
Yeah. You know what? I think like I like to look in Serie A first because that's where Milan and that's where we have good relationships with. Obviously, it's easier to kind of get some Serie A players. Berardi would be amazing. I like Orsolini personally. I think he has a lot of untapped potential that you just don't see at Bologna. What about Zaccagni? Hellas Verona.
Zaccagni's Hellas Verona. Yeah, he's a right back now.
No, he's like the trequartista.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's a really good player. I think you're thinking of Faroni. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, Davide Faraoni.
Yeah, you're thinking of Faroni, who scored against Napoli. But like, look at Orsolini. He had 7 goals this year. Like, realistically, like, scoring 7 goals with Bologna is good. That's a positive. And then Jonathan just said Pessina would be a good backup. Pessina is also good too, but I think Atalanta might like him. But we have a weird clause with him, eh? Like, we have this weird, like, we not a co-ownership because they got rid of those, but we have a buyback on him that's like we can get a 50% discount or something like that. Like, basically whatever this price tag is.
Yeah, basically Milan gets 50% of like what he would
it's like a good deal. It's like a good deal at Costco or something. Like, it's a weird one. And then Vic said he'd rather have Bonaventura back than Mkhitaryan, but I think Bonaventura, like, he's a player that can really be good for Gattuso at Fiorentina. I don't think to be honest with Bonaventura, he deserves to play in the Champions League. Really, he suffered with Milan for so long. He deserves to play in the Champions League.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I think in the chat, let us know. Like, is there any right winger, striker, or backup fullback who can play both sides that you would see? And with Pobega,
I think Icone would fit us perfectly, man.
Icone would. What's his price? But Marino said that Pobega, like, he had a good year at Spezia, Marino. So I think he's going to come back. He's on loan. He's going to come back here. So I don't know. I hope he's in the plans. I feel like having that depth, especially in the midfield. Like, how many injuries Milan got this year. Like, you have to have that depth. It's just that simple. Like, Pobega scored 6 goals this year. Like, he can score goals.
Didn't he score one against Roma too? Right now, like the last game.
Yeah, he did. No, actually, did he? Yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah, he did.
He did, right?
And Zach, he said I wish you guys did this more. This is great. I really appreciate that Zach. Reason being, like, we don't really, we kind of do like we try to do like, once a month at least, kind of just because we don't want to sound redundant and talk about the same things every week. But we are going to try to stay more consistent with, like, school, work, whatnot. It's tough to kind of sit down for an hour and talk. But like, even like the 2 TMG guys couldn't even make it today. But we kind of say, you know what, like, Milan Twitter is kind of hot right now. Let's chat. But yeah, Zach, really appreciate it. Like, I saw you subscribed to our YouTube. Thanks a lot. Subscribe to our Instagram too. We're kind of we've been on Twitter for 7 years. And we finally kind of expanded into YouTube, to Instagram and TikTok now. So, it's us to follow on there, and all links are in our bio. Yeah, TikTok. All the kids love TikTok. We gotta get into it. But you know what? I think, thanks, Zach. No, thanks for tuning in. And then Jonathan said Bellerin's a free agent this year, but can Bellerin play both sides? I don't know.
The guys had more knee injuries than Conte in the last 4 years.
Darren, I actually wouldn't get rid of Krunic. I think he's a good squad player.
No, Krunic is the second coming of Kaká. Are you nuts?
Yeah, he can take good free kicks. Hey, so
1-for-1.
Thanks, Zach. He's been following us for a while. Appreciate that, man. Like, it's
GG's, homie.
We just hit 10K back in 2020, and we're flying now. We're almost at 12K now, and it's getting good. Especially with Milan making the Champions League. Like, it's getting, Milan Twitter is getting more positive, and actually not really. What am I even saying? It's toxic as hell still. But yeah, like, let's you know what? We'll finish it up. We'll do 5 more minutes of chat. We'll kind of finish it up, and I'll ask you guys in the chat a question. I'm gonna ask Umbi too. I'm going to say, with a budget of, let's say, 50 million euro. So we have budget 50 million euro. You have to pick 3 players, realistic players, that Milan can get this this summer. Realistic. Who would you pick? And put all 3 of them and put why, and we can chat about it. Umbi, I'll throw it to you. You can think about it.
To me first. I'm ready.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
50 million. Realistic.
50 million. Luka Jovic.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be a bit of a curveball, but I love watching this guy play. El Jiffy Elmas on Napoli.
Yeah, but I don't know if like we're gonna.
Hey, he's missed out on Champions League. He's he's never gonna go down as Macedonia's best player because he shares the spotlight with Pandev. But how
Mhm.
huge would that be as well? Him moving to a team like Milan, Macedonia, we'd get a huge amount of supporters out there in Macedonia as well.
True.
And
True.
then this is gonna seem a little bit of a weird one, but Tarek Lamptey from Brighton Hove Albion. He's
Oh, a lot
back,
of people have talked about him actually.
a right back that just spams crosses. Like it's amazing to watch what he does. Like he's
Huh.
fast, he's small, he can get into spots. Obviously, he's not going to win. He's not going to win. We're not going to win a lot of headers, but to replace a Calabria every once in a while, and if we're going to get a big target man up front, if we're going to add a second one, why not score more headers? Why not? Why not adapt to that like kind of modern-ish football kind of way where now it's like it's like Division 4 and FIFA Pro clubs where you just run up the wings and you just cross in the middle. Like why
Mhm.
can't we adapt to that and get some easy goals?
Yeah, that's not bad, especially with Giroud and Ibra.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Like sometimes when teams play low blocks and stuff, you literally have to just cross and pray. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally, that's just what it is. Like, and then if you get that ball, you get that nice textured ball in the box, and see what
Exactly.
happens, right? Like, so Jonathan says Tomori,
And then
Ilicic,
obviously
Paul.
Trincao on loan.
Okay, so Jonathan says Tomori, Josip, and DePaul.
Oh,
I
I
think
forgot about
yeah,
Tamati. Shit.
we're trying to get a discount on him, but Chelsea's kind of saying, nah. Like if you want him, you got to pay your 28
You
million.
know what? Hey, what Jonathan said, those are three guys that instantaneously make us better right away. Like my guys are all projects. Like
Yeah.
yeah, he's redeeming all of our loan options. It's
Yeah, you're
Tonali,
right.
it's
You're right. Yeah.
Tomori.
You know what? I should have You know what? That's my bad. I should have specified. I'll go with this then. Like,
Dominic Szoboszlai.
like I don't know. Yeah, Shabobulai. 50 million extra. Let's say that. Like, so say we had our money for Tomori, and let's say we redeemed Tomori and still have 50 million. Okay, then would it change what your outlook is? Like Brahim's there. We could have finished loan. Mite 7 million. Go get Hisai from Napoli. Like Ollie just said in the chat, he's been linked. He's free. He'd be free. Um, you have to get these depth guys. Obviously, our goal is to make top four in Serie A again next year and make a run in the Champions League. Obviously, our goal can't be, we have to win the Champions League this year. We have a young team. I want to make a run and I want to make top four in the Serie A or maybe fight for a Scudetto. Honestly, fight for it. Just fight.
You know what? Yeah, a fight for the Scudetto that would mean a lot. But hey, man, imagine a fight for the Scudetto. You bring the guy who idolizes Maldini and Sergio Ramos, as even though he's 35,
I would,
you
I
bring
would
him.
love, I would love to do him, but
Can
it
you
doesn't make
imagine
sense.
him
It
and
doesn't make
Tomori?
sense though. It doesn't make sense though.
Why?
Like with his wages and stuff, it doesn't make sense.
I don't think his
He'd have,
wages are
he'd have to
that
take,
much, are
he'd
they?
have to take a nice wage cut.
But dude, like Ramos is the type of old head that would love
Yeah,
working with his idol. I'm sure.
you're right. But then where do you put Simon? Like it's hard. It doesn't
Man,
make
at that
sense.
point, like I guess it doesn't make
He's
sense.
a free agent though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it depends if he takes a wage cut. I'm in. Like I don't care. Like he'd be like literally like he'd be like a Thiago
He's
Silva.
a god off corner. Exactly. Fits your solution. Headers
Yeah,
and
he
set
does.
pieces.
Oh no, Marino, man. Like how bad are Milan?
Man,
I don't think we've been good at corners for
even
at least
someone
the
like
last 12
Juan
years.
Mata as a free agent now, like
Yeah, like
I like Juan Mata a lot. Like I've
but
always liked him.
I hate to say it, but like you look at Juve, um
We're gonna make their mistakes.
no, but like they've done some free transfers over the years to kind of upgrade.
Aaron
And
Ramsey.
it's worked sometimes, Ramsey, no, Rabiot, no. But other times it has worked in ways like, I don't know, I feel like we can be smart and utilize a couple of free transfers and then kind of redeem our guys we need to redeem and then add a 1 or 2 guys, and that would be like the perfect, the perfect scenario, right? And then like Jonathan said that Ramos earns 15 million a year. Like, that's tough, right? Like, the most is Zlatan at 6.
But what the heck? How much did he earn?
15.
Net or gross? Because if it's gross, that's doable. That's very, very doable.
I think that's net.
You think? But obviously, I think because like, you know how like that rumor went around with Ibra, like Milan being able to afford Ibra's huge demand because of a tax break or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder if this is like that same thing would apply to like Ramos. Like, he's a European citizen. I don't know. I'm no lawyer. I'm hoping to be a sports agent in the future, so I gotta start learning this stuff now. But I don't know any of it now.
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
Madrid don't skimp on salaries. Yeah, I know.
Zach just said that he'd look at Edward from Celtic. It's funny you say that because the first game we played against him, he was a beast. Like, he was an absolute beast. No, he was unreal. I don't know. Like,
thoughts on Milan versus Fatty FC.
Must be it's freaking TMG Mike. He's coming in and trying to troll us in the chat. Yeah, honestly, guys, we'll probably wrap this up. We've been talking for a little bit. It's funny how every time
we didn't get to talk about Inter, man. Like,
you know what? 2 minutes about Inter. 2 minutes about Inter. Last minute drill. It's actually an absolute.
Mai sta in B, sempre in B.
Mai sta in B.
They're going to Serie D, boys.
Inter is, like, I don't know. Mike,
don't even talk about it. They're shit. They're just in a terrible season. They're worse than us.
This might be the only time where a team wins the Scudetto and their celebration is limited to 2 days, and then after it's just like,
dude, this is gonna be the only time they win a Scudetto. I'm broke. This is gonna be the only time they win a Scudetto and they liquidate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what? How? It doesn't make sense. And then
imagine Elliot should just buy them, bro.
And then Conte leaves, and then what do? Yeah, like, it shouldn't be fair. Like, if you win the Scudetto and the reward is dumping everyone, like,
man, like, that's what they get. That's what they get for being stupid with money. Like, that's what Milan got. Milan almost pulled a Parma and got brought back to Serie D because of those idiots.
Marino's right though. The system is a joke. Like, what's going on with football now? Like, it's all everybody's like, it's for the fans. No, it's not. It's about money. Like, everything's about money. It's
always been about money.
It's always been about money, man.
Why do you think the Conference League just started right now? Why do you think the Europa Conference League is a thing? It's to make teams.
Wait, I have to look at that. I have to look at that.
Dude, it's to make smaller teams bigger and to attract more people there, and obviously becoming more of a revenue generator. Obviously, it's not going to make a huge amount of money, but imagine a team like Tottenham travels to like some team in Bulgaria on a Thursday or on a Friday night, whenever these are going to happen. Like, you don't think that stadium is going to be packed?
Yeah, see, I agree with Marino there because, like, Sheffield literally got relegated and they were last place in England. They got more money than Inter winning the Scudetto. Like, what's going on? Like if UEFA actually cared about this stuff, they would make it like uniform in a way that, like, okay, like, these leagues are all going, like, I understand the TV deal, but the fact that Sheffield makes more money than every team in Serie A, like, what? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's all dumb. Obviously, like, bad owner. I agree with Mike and with Marino too. Like, I agree with both of them. They both have good points. I don't know. It's just a weird situation.
I love it
all around.
They were teasing us.
But they were teasing us. You know what? Okay, listen, 1 minute left. What team could possibly pick up Donnarumma who needs a goaltender? That's trying hockey.
Manchester United after this game.
Yeah, United, and that's it.
United, Tottenham, but why would he go to Tottenham?
No, Tottenham's a downgrade.
Tottenham is like going to Roma.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think
Arsenal.
I don't think United are that much better than. I think they're. I think Milan should have beaten them.
It's because these are the teams that can pay them. United, LOL.
Yeah, dude, I mean, like, United because their goalkeeper sucks.
Any English team in Germany, they don't need a keeper. In France, they just renewed Areola.
That's what I mean. And they renewed
Areola. They just renewed Navas.
That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Unless he goes to Spain, but like, Ter Stegen's still playing well.
Yeah. Gigi, he's gonna go to Toronto FC.
Bro, I'm down. He's gonna pull a Julio Cesar. We're gonna come here and turn into the worst goalie in the world.
He's gonna come at TFC, baby. We're gonna see him at BMO Field.
I'm down.
Okay,
No
you know
link
what?
up.
We're gonna wrap things up, guys. To all the guys who were here for most of it, honestly, guys, I love it. I love the interaction. We'll always keep the podcast live. We're gonna try to keep it more consistent in the summer for the mercato. Darren just said it's 1 a.m. there and he listened, but honestly, Darren, thanks for listening, man.
We love you, bro.
Really appreciate it. Love
Much
the
love.
engagement. We always see you tweeting at us on Twitter too. So hope you enjoyed it. Our podcast is on everywhere: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, YouTube, all that
Shout
stuff.
us out too, man. Make us huge.
Yeah, like we're on Instagram too now. Like, give us a follow. We do the alternative commentary, and that's kind of a big thing now. I think it's good original content in a way. Like, I think people are liking it, and we're gonna keep doing that next season. But
Help
yeah,
us
guys,
spread the love.
Thanks for listening. Umbi, thanks for coming on. And Forza Milan, guys. Thanks a lot. Ciao.
Forza Milan sempre. Ciao.